Hey, hey, hey! How's it all going? Guess what's coming out? It's gonna be released by April 2023, if not sooner. And I'm gonna spread the rumor. It's a DJI Action III! Stay tuned to the channel. We'll talk all about it. We all know DJI came out with an Action II, the modular, to go after Insta360 and not GoPro. But when they did that name, the Action II, they killed the Action I, making an Action III model, going back to the old one. So DJI is not about going backwards with their products. They're about moving forward with their products. The Action I has a much better low-level shot than a GoPro. It is not much better, but it is a better low-level shot. Now, what DJI has for store, they made a half-inch sensor. They're not going to do a 1-inch sensor for the DJI Action I of the Action III new model. They'll do a half-inch sensor like they did with the DJI Pocket 2 and the Action 2. Real steady. It's real steady for sure. Now, the Action 1 didn't have horizon level. It will have horizon level plus linear mode this time round. It's not going to have super ultra wide, but it is going to have ultra wide. Everything that the Action 2 has is what the Action 3 is going to have in the camera type camera. We already got 10-bit in the Action 1. We're going to have 10-bit in the Action 3. And that's going to also have the beginning of real steady, not hyper smooth like GoPro that cannot even get HDR video at all. This time round, we're not going to have mono 2 tracks making a stereo track. We're going to have the separate left and the separate right, and we may have an internal 3.5 millimeter jack. If it's not going to be that TRS jack, it's going to be a USB port jack that will have its own microphone port. I'm full of crap! Now, if you believe all that, let me tell you, DJI is thinking of a new camera, but we don't know what it is, and we don't know what's going to come out. But we all would love to see a new DJI Action camera and not another module camera. Trust me, I want to see DJI come out with a new camera indeed. What DJI is going to do is what Insta did. The DJI is going to come out their own version of a webcam in 4K because they already got the size of a pocket. And why can't they make a module webcam that is interchangeable to a camcorder, so you could take the top head off and put it on your web camera and put it on a little module stick and go about like I'm doing now, vlogging. DJI telling you that what we like to see, what I like to see in a new camera, of course, is going to be real steady 2.0. Going to be their own time lapse with audio, with a like what GoPro has. You press the button and you go to a real shot, and then you speed back up when you press it again. Image stabilization with HDR video, image stabilization with photo, smile and face detection, and sensor motion tracking, where the camera will track you edge to edge of the sensor, and you can walk around, at least it'll center you in a wide view. I also like to see a full manual control with not shutting any of the features or disabling them off when choosing certain things, and a 6K action camera. Also a 1/2-inch sensor, and we all would love a 1-inch sensor, but we're not going to skip a 1/2 inch. If we did a 1/2 inch, it makes a lot of sense to go to the next level, a 1/2 inch. Everything else in the camera, we love to see horizon leveling and 360 degrees, and we also would love to have a manual Wi-Fi Bluetooth on and off, and of course a dedicated 3.5mm jack for audible and a true stereo input. We also would love to see a front facing screen that will go on and off, not just alternate. The front be on with the back, and the front could go on and off. We also like to see dedicated profiles renaming for our convenience, and a lot more. These are just the sum of the talks that are out there that we all talk about and wish a camera company would do. When we ask a camera company like DJI to put these into a firmware, what do? They do what is best for them and not for the consumer. They take out information, they write it down, and they think about it. Maybe that can be done in another camera, but this is what we're only allowed to offer to the consumer. And that's where you have to take the next step of, yes, offering the consumer what they want. Make a camera dedicated to us. You could pick your camera company and ask them over and over and over again. It never happened. A lot of camera companies, they are told to keep silent and not answer the public. They are there to listen, and that is all. And they try to do it on a very professional level. Well, very, very small camera companies, man, they work and they got one hobby up and running with the camera. But when you think you are the person running the show and you're just the one giving the information and shutting other people down, this is a shot I like. And I quickly changed my subject. All those consumers say, I want to get my camera, I want to be able to video. Well, I could go on and on and on and talk about what we all would love to see. I guess I've seen enough to know enough that it's never going to happen that fast. But if there is any works with the DJI Action III that the Action II killed the Action I, maybe in the future we'll see back that particular camera that can compete with a contender that is so buggy and so issue that DJI, the Action I, there's hardly anybody left, and they're all enjoying their cameras. Well, on that note, I want to thank you, and I want you to think about what I said and post down below if you're interested in a DJI Action III camera coming out.